Right, so today I'm looking at the Baofeng Uv-5r Mini. I've got the Quansheng next to it so you can see the size comparison. That's the Quansheng K5. And the Uv-5r Mini is a VHF UHF handheld which transmits up to 5 watts, believe it or not. It's USB-C, it's got Airband, 999 channels, lovely colour screen, and it's Bluetooth programmable. Now, the hardware itself, it's got USB-C on the back, which is very handy, but it's USB-C only. And in the pack I got the USB-C cable and the belt clip. There's no actual drop-in charger. You've got the light on the top and just a single volume knob, which is nice and tight. It's not like cheap. And on the side you've got standard Kenwood connector. And on the other side you've got 2 transmits buttons, A and B, and a preset. And this is very well laid out, the menu structure. That brings the lamp on, the button here, top middle. It's got a very clever menu structure. It's all been simplified. Everything to do with scanning and searching for frequencies is at the top. Radio set is actual settings, not things that are to do with making a channel. Program channel, that is all the things to do with making a channel, repeaters, offset and tones, and saving channels. Now it drops out of the menu too quick for my liking. I can't see a setting for that. So wireless CPS, I'll show you that working in a few minutes. Radio info, that's just the firmware. So I believe this is the first firmware version. So nice clean interface. It's extremely easy to use. And there's not really a lot not to like about it. I don't think the Airband reception is incredible. But for a radio of this size and price, I think we can forgive them. It is readable. It drops out of the menus too quick, like I just said. And I'll just try and give you some audio.
As well, I'm actually watching a bit of football at the moment. I'm watching the Arsenal-Man City game. But yeah, thanks for the heads up, Pete. I was going to say, actually, I don't know where you're looking, but if you go down onto their Mayhem channel, which is 27385.
Yes, I'm not going to disturb these guys' conversation, but I have had some very good audio reports on FM using it, on repeaters and on my hotspot. There's not a mic gain. I couldn't find a mic gain, but on this one, it's set quite loud. I'm getting some very good reports indeed. And I genuinely mean that. I had some great contacts, because I know some of the Baofengs in the past have been a bit quiet. Right, so I'm just going to test the output power. This is on the Shawcom SW33 Plus power meter, SWR. It's got a dummy load on top, so top line I've got as low power, bottom line is high. So on low power on 2 meters, I'm getting 2.7. On low power on UHF, I'll type in 433. So low power on UHF, I'm getting around 3. A little bit high for a hotspot, but still usable. So I'll change it to the other line, which is high power. So we're on the bottom line, which is high power, and this is where it gets quite impressive. I'm pressing the wrong button. So nearly 5 watts there. That's impressive. I'm trying to touch the meter as well. So nearly 5 watts on 2 meters and 70 sems. 433. and it's this bottom line. So 5.3. So that is, I think that's really impressive for a radio of this price and size. RF output power, pretty decent. So to program the channels on the Uv-5r Mini, you've got this Ola, it's in the middle of the screen, Ola radio app. If I run that, and I've got wireless CPS enabled on the radio, you'll see if I go to devices, it's connected. So I've already paired this. So if I click on that, I've got three options: read and write frequency. Choose the top one, and it's reading from the radio. All the channels that I've got in will show up in this Bluetooth app, and it takes a little while to read it, but there's not an arrow, there's not a line going across, there's just this buffering symbol. But if you're patient, it'll populate with all your channels. And the app is actually reasonably good. I just haven't found any way to delete channels, but you can do that on the radio, so there's a workaround. So you can see the channels I've got in, and you can edit them and save them. But in the bottom left, I've saved that to a bulk, all my channels in one go. So if you get another one of these, or you've got it in a twin pack, you can load them all back in. Right, so I'm going to really quickly go through the menu system, and this does do FM radio, not sure if I said earlier, and it comes with this small rubber duck type antenna on the top, which is more suitable for UHF. I've seen other people testing it and it's came out clean on the harmonics. So let's just have a look through the menu system. So you've got scan at the top, which is everything to do with scanning and searching. So you can, frequency ranger is the upper and lower limit. Scan mode, scan memory, so you can scan your memories. Radio set. So I'm not going to read them all out. I'll hold it really close so you can read them all. These numbers on the left are shortcuts. You can press a button and it will go straight to that menu item, like on the original Baofeng. It's got nothing to do with the original Baofeng. It's totally different, and it's a lot easier to use, and it's feature packed. So that's everything in radio set. Program, that was the big menu. Program channel is everything to do with setting up a repeater. Channel name, I'd put the channel name in the software, either the computer software or the Bluetooth. I haven't actually used the actual computer software, because I think the whole point of using these is using it on the go. So I've been looking forward to playing about with the Bluetooth CPS. So that's everything in program channel. Wireless, that's just on and off for the Bluetooth. If you leave it on, you might get a bit less power output out of it. Battery life. Talking of battery life, it's a bit early to say, but I have left it on overnight and it was on in the morning. It's a very small battery, isn't it, compared to the some of the larger radios, but it's decent and it's handy. You can charge it with USB-C. So where did we get to? Yeah, so All these settings are very well laid out, very easy to use. To program a channel, you just set it up in VFO mode, put your offsets and your tones in, and you go to menu, program channel, and you just go to memory right, and then you select a channel. There we go, option 15, that programs it in. Give it a number, and it's saved. So yeah, super little radio. It's amazing what they can do for the price. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. If you've stayed right to the end, let me know and I'll give you a shout out in the comments. And thanks for watching another test.